All right guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kevin here with Yerkit Racing. We're heading over now to a customer's house to pick up a trailer that we need to build a gate on. It's a 14-foot trailer. He's using it for his lawnmower to move around. So we're gonna go grab that real quick, pick up a couple of sticks of 2-inch angle, and then we're gonna head back over and we'll see if we can get this thing built. Try to keep up with the hours and everything and let you know what it took to do it and what we were able to actually make off the project. So stick with me, let's see if we can get it done. All right, so we got over here to the house and we grabbed the trailer, 14-foot trailer. Just like I said, a quick little project. It's actually should be pretty simple because the hinges are already welded on back here from another time, and this top piece already folds back. So really all we got to do is just build the frame up and around. Should be pretty quick and simple. We're gonna head over town now, grab some metal, and see if we can get started on this thing. Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Appreciate it. All right, got the metal. All right guys, we're back out here at the house. We've got the trailer behind us. First order of business was to go ahead and decide on a size for our gate. We settled on 60 inches or 62 inches tall and about 62¼ inches wide. First thing we got to do here, we have our bandsaw set up to cut our 60-inch vertical. So that's what we're going to do now. We'll throw you on a quick time lapse and bring you back once we get those cut, and probably go ahead and cut the two or the one for the top as well. All right, so we made some progress here. Had to clear space out on the floor real quick to be able to lay everything out. We got it all situated as far as the verticals and the top bar cut like we want it. We're just gonna get ready now. We're gonna put a couple squares on everything, start tacking it in place, and then we're gonna have to come back with some horizontal bars in there to try to support the metal a little bit more that we're putting on top. But making progress, we're gonna keep at it. We got our vertical rails tacked in place now. We're gonna go ahead and cut the horizontal braces to go in it. So we need 16-inch pieces and we need 6 of them. So we're going to mark that out now. Alright guys, I really hope you're enjoying the video. Just want to take a second to invite you over to Yerkit Racing Spread Shop, where you can find all sorts of merchandise. You name it, it's probably in there. So go over, find you something you like. Every order you place on this site is greatly appreciated, and it really goes a long ways to make sure that we're able to continue to bring you the content just like this.
Alright, so we got all of our side supports cut here. We figured out our distance between each rail needs to be 15 inches as far as the box width, to kind of divide everything out evenly. So we're going to get right now, see we got it clamped on the corner over here, and measured out both sides. We're square on that box right now. So we're just going to do the same thing for the next couple, and the same thing on this side. We'll run it down, and then that will be our gate complete, unless we decide to put some, you know, struts in the middle or something to support that section. But really, the lawnmower and stuff will be hitting the outside rail, so that's probably going to be it. And then we just have to take it and we'll set it up on top of the rail for the trailer. We're going to weld everything in up there. But like I said, for this, we got our side supports cut, we got our square in place. We're going to go ahead and start tacking this thing back together. Okay, good morning. We're back out again. We got all that welded in yesterday. Like you saw, we set this up just a minute ago. I'm trying to get the angle right on this. I would have done it straight up vertical, but we got to come back, and these boards are a little thick for this to lay flat on it. So we're probably gonna have to like address the back end of the boards a little bit. So I'll set it up like this so we could get the right angle on this piece and have a way to kind of hold it in place while we're going. So we'll start right here on this end, go ahead and tack that on where we need it. We'll move to the other side and pull it that way just a little bit. It's kind of closed in just slightly, so we'll spread it back out, get it all square, and then we'll tack the rest of them in where they need to be. And then we're just waiting on the metal to skin it with. I think he's going to make the change. It was going to be some sheet like this on the side of this, but that's going to catch a lot of wind. So I think he's debating on whether to switch it up to like a regular expanded metal or not. I think that'd probably be a good idea, but we should know that soon, and then we'll go ahead and skin it. But let's go ahead and get this thing tacked to the trailer and in place. Okay, so we got our gate made, set it up into place here. Last thing we really got to do, well, one of the last things we have to do is little details now. Piece of tab about this far out. We're gonna drill a hole through the top, drop a pin through both, and that'll be what holds it up. And then we may end up coming back, trying to decide now, and putting some braces in the middle section here. But mostly the weight will be hitting these outside areas with the tire, so we should be in good shape. But anyway, we're gonna keep on with this. We'll go in there now. We're gonna cut these little pieces right here. We determined we needed 4-inch pieces, so we'll go ahead and set it up for that now. All right, got our tabs made. Now we just need to cut 3 braces for the center, 25 3/4 is what we're looking for. Okay, we got all of our cross braces added that we decided to put in the middle here, and we got our tabs welded on the side for the pins to go through. Now we just got to come in, drill a hole, and we can actually use a pin there. All right, so we got one more thing to do. Let's put on these little angle iron pieces so we got something to bolt our screen to at the top side here. Alright guys, so our gate is finished. We have our chains and pins welded on each side to hold the gate up in place. We added our support rails for the top material onto the bottom down there. Added our cross braces in the middle where we wanted them. So that's about a wrap on the gate itself. Now I wanted to dive in for a minute and talk to y'all about the time it took to do this one. Okay, so we ended up with 6.5 hours in it at $100 an hour shop rate. That's $650 to the customer for the labor. Now we did have 80 in the steel you see there. Most of it I already had a few pieces, so just call it, if you're looking to build a gate like this at a shop, I'm charging $750 out the door for the gate. So that's where we're at. I think that's a fair deal for the customers. A lot of work, a lot of time went into this thing. He's going to skin it himself. Obviously, if you needed to add the material on there, I priced some out. Expanded metal for this size gate would have priced us right around 160 bucks. So really, by the time we got it and the time to install it, which wouldn't have been much, we're probably looking at about 900 out the door for the gate total. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. Appreciate you guys following along. Peace and God bless.